More Dota. Yeah, we almost got a third game in our first series with Alliance versus NIP, but now we've actually found it here. Viking versus Nigma. 2 stomps to start it out. Will we have a third stomp or a competitive match centered around Roshan fights and beautiful objective taking? Stay tuned to find out.
I'm thinking this one might be a little more even. Viking has a very similar vibe draft to the last game, and I think Nigma just have better tools. I doubt they'll get run over so quick.
I could see a stomp happening with the sustain of that Pugna again. I see diving with living armor from a Queen of Pain and an Ember before the Earthshaker has Blink for good counter initiation plays, and I could see things getting a little ugly because their actual stuns are like, they're pretty good if you can chain them into the blood right, but until there's a blink on the DK and a blink on the Earthshaker, they're not really like incredible.
This might be another good Atos game for the Viper.
Most certainly.
Viking on the way in. They actually sort of bait this, and now GH, he's going to get brought down. That's a bounty and a first blood. Mind control, no blink.
They will get 3 of the bounty runes, though, as compensation.
What would you rather have? First blood on your Viper or 3 bounty runes?
Probably first blood on my Viper, I think. Just so 1 less bounty rune, that seems worth it. Because they're both, what is it? It's like 200 gold because it's 40 each right away, and the first blood was 257 plus, you know, it's on one hero.
A 13 XP on Viper, big head start in the mid.
Massive.
All right, Viper Pugna, excited to watch this matchup. I think should still be pretty good for Pugna, right? Maybe Viper handles it a little bit better, but still decrep. Quite effective.
I would say kind of a wash. It's like, it is annoying because he's going to do stuff like that, like decrep you and everything, but you know that he's going to be building into corrosive skin too, and then you're trying to harass him with magic. It shouldn't be a threat at level 6 either.
Yeah, was off to a great start here. Wave very much goes his way. What's going on in the jungle here? What? Why do we have DK Bloodseeker killing centaurs?
No one wants to show what lane they're in. We've seen this happen a couple times, because this is what I'm talking about when they want the matchup, right? They want the Bloodseeker versus the Ember. So no one wants to reveal what lane they're playing on, so they just do this. Both cores just jungle together.
So is this the extension of first to TP loses?
Yes.
And now it's just first to show loses?
Yeah. I've actually seen this a couple. It's sad enough that this doesn't surprise me anymore. That's how many times this has been happening.
All right, this is the first time I've seen it in a game that we've cast. Who does this benefit more, or is it just a complete wash?
Well, you have to look at the supports. I would say it benefits Viking because an Earthshaker is setting it with free farm. Out of the 4 supports, that's the one I would want.
Yeah. So how long does this war of attrition go on for?
That's up to them to decide.
Wow.
Think about it like this. As Nigma, and what lane is Miracle going to look happy? Not really any of them, you know? Like, he got picked really early on. There's a Viper, a DK, and a Bloodseeker. He's going to have to contend with some impetuses too, if he's not even in lane versus the DK, so it's versus the Bloodseeker and that combo, so it's just gonna be sad.
Bail him with the scan. I feel real bad for the 3 people watching right now that haven't watched Dota in a couple years and are just like, what?
They're queuing up for the pub right now. Like, okay, so I'm jungle Ember and I need a Queen of Pain support in the jungle. Okay, cool.
What has happened to the game that I loved so much?
I don't think I've seen it go to 3 minutes before. This is a fresh one.
So mid lane is still Pugna favored. He's got the deny advantage and a few more last hits. Let's take a look at net worth real quick.
Dude, is this sheep bugging out for you?
Is what?
What happened to the ramble? You watching this thing in the base? That animation's a little crusty.
What? No.
In the fountain? Are you seeing this thing?
Oh.
He like runs funny.
It hops.
Yeah. Well, either way, up top, Aramis giving it to Kuro here with the totem.
So, yeah, it's like Trient is out farming the Earthshaker right now.
Yeah.
So this lane is a little bit won for Nigma so far. Now Miracle will be the first to break the pact, and he heads to lane. All right, Kuro, you're level 4. I'm level 2. Let's roll swap here. Trading places.
Yeah, now he's gonna try and stabilize.
So Shad heads up top. So it is going to work out for Viking. They'll get the matchup that they want with the Bloodseeker.
And a little annoying that this Fisher is still going to be here, too. Now, do they bring the Ench up will be the question. Like, does she TP or does she just want to stay bottom?
Now, Kuro asking himself why he banned that Shen instead of just picking it. Gage, the run down bottom. Think he'll be all right. Oh, up top, a little battle.
Yeah, Miracle has the tools now, too, because he came at level 2 and then was very close to 3. So he at least has the 2 points on the Flame Guard. And remember, the Bloodseeker can't pop it because he's using pure damage. So it goes both ways. It doesn't protect Miracle, but he can still harass you back when you try and go for that kill. Whereas Toby down bottom now has a runaways. He's going to give up Zyori for the second kill of this game, it looks like.
Seen this a couple times. Zyori playing sacrificial. Mind control gets that kill. Checking back in on the mid. Weehaw really stacking it up. 24-12 compared to the 16-6 Viper. Okay, that's a nice kill. Would have TP'd out, but a fissure interrupts it, and that's a kill for Boom. So that'll level out the mid lane a bit.
The funny thing that happens here is the distribution, too. Whenever we see this, like, juggle farming like that from the 2 cores, because, like, Miracle's fine. He's top of the net worth in this game, but that's because it's, like, so spread out between the supports and the cores. Like, there's not this big gap, right? Oh, Aramis, the wrong side of the Fisher block there.
Miracle should be okay. I'll walk it off. Mid, it's now even. Viper has caught up. What's really devastating there is that the Pugnet doesn't have a TP to get back in lane.
Yeah, he's walking Shaman back.
That's brutal.
They have the vines up top here if they want to go for the grasp, but there actually was no Fisher there. I guess after vines he would have had enough stick charges for Fisher, so.
Silence on the Miracle, but as you said, Flame Guard stays on, trying to return onto Shad.
He pulls him into the vines.
Close. Miracle lives. Aramis now on the run. Totem not so intimidating at level 1.
Oh, but simultaneously the bottom lane, they get thick, and in the mid lane. Whoa, the comeback from Weehaw.
Okay, well, folks, that was a little more action than I was ready for. So, Mind Control goes down, but Weehaw gets the solo kill, and now he has reclaimed mid.
Yeah, he got the positioning on him and just got him with the life drain. He hit him with the Nether Blast, and he just drained him for 7 seconds, full duration.
Yeah, we always talk about the corrosive skin. Miracle up top. Shad not going to dive it.
Like, oh, okay. They're just going to win every fight now.
That game was weirdly impressive with item timings. We had like 4 big items all get completed at the same time. Like 2 BKBs, a Radiance, Spirit Vessel or something. Up top, Shad in some trouble perhaps, getting dove by this Ember Spirit. Silence does come through. TP from the Viper. Miracle is in on this. Remnant sidesteps, wants another one. Gonna have to walk away though. Now that the Viper's here, that poison's gonna hurt.
Oh, look at that. He knew.
Ready and waiting. Mitch is going to try to make a play top also.
Well, they're diving onto Toby with the tree.
Dive on Toby. TP coming back. A lot of damage. This Pugna. Dunk is there, but doesn't
I don't know
much.
if that hit anything.
Look at the recap. Did it do any damage? A little bit. Okay, well, DK's down. They didn't get the steal up top, so both sides get XP here at 10 minutes. Now Aramis gets repelled. Out of mana also.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Weehaw staying nice and active. Now pressuring the bottom lane. Already has that Aether Lens. That's very nice.
And they're still going to bring him back down bottom.
Right?
I guess would be the other question, right?
I guess against Bloodseeker, it's always a little iffy, but still kind of like Glimmer, not gonna lie.
Nothing really screams Medallion, though. It's not like there's like super heavy physical damage. Is the nice kill down bottom from Weehaw.
And maybe even more. They're gonna rotate in. Aramis and Zyori find GH. Kuroki right nearby does have an overgrowth. Going deep, they'll let the Enchantress walk on. They really want this Shaker, and mixed signals from Nigma. 2 targets and they split. End up not finding either.
Now, again, this feels a lot like game one. A Pugna run draft. They have the sustain. They have the mana from the Coddle. They have the heals from Kuro. He's maxed the living armor. So just like fully dedicated to allowing his team to dive. And you have Miracle just dodging the Bloodseeker, cutting these waves up top. Abusing the early lack of control from the Radiant right now. At least the mobility is the big thing, right? They just, the 4 Blink Daggers. Yes, these guys do build Blinks, but they don't have them right now. And it is hard to catch the Pain and an Ember Spirit.
Larry brought down low, does get finished off. Pugna off to the side, trying to deal with this Viper. It's another spread fight. Now the Bloodseeker comes in. GH is going to go down, but the Viper's in big trouble. Weehaw sucking him dry as Miracle comes in. It's a 1 for 2. Good fight for Nigma, and maybe looking for more. They'll go in onto Aramis. A pretty bold maneuver. Does have the dunk. Connects on 1, but they need a little bit more. Miracle's still alive, and now they're just going to turn Aramis down. Miracle lives. It's the fight Nigma we're hoping for.
Yeah, this is that big concern. If you were cheering for Viking, this is the worst time for all these fights, and they're not stopping.
Oh, no. Weehaw going to be forced back thanks to the Blood Right. Toby moving on over, taunting his way out, and they are in full retreat.
They need Coddle. They need mana here. But he's not TPing. He's just running instead.
Kuro actually comes back in. They've got Miracle. They want Shad. They might be able to find this kill, but will they be punished for this? Nigma's starting to go pretty deep. 2 fights as Miracle slowed down. He's going to get killed. They got the DK again back on the other side, though.
I don't know why GH ran. I feel like GH could have just TP'd to that outpost and tried to keep things going with the chakra.
Oh, now Kuro. TP. Fast fingers as Viper finds him. Yeah, you're right. It's another little misfire from Nigma where it didn't seem like a 5-man decision to recommit or run.
Oh, the stomp? Oh, no. Again, these Fishers. Oh. Just slightly the wrong side.
Still works out for Nigma, though. 3K net worth lead now.
If I'm Radiant, I'm thinking, I guess, just the BKB timing. That Atos, I still think might have been tempting, but he's committed now with the Dragonlance purchase. He needs a big item after. He can't go for like another one of these smaller ones.
They did smoke up for this again. Wrong side of the fissure. Weehaw turns, almost counter kills him. This might cost Weehaw his life, though. Does have a decrep. Not going to make it out. So the smoke ends up working out pretty well.
Toby's in deep.
Finds Miracle.
Not have 8 friends, though.
They're coming. Not going to pursue.
Big kill, though. Slows him down heavily by taking care of the Pugna. He's certainly the driving force of the Nigma lineup.
Yeah, if he had more backup, certainly a moment where Nigma could have turned, but a 1v5, pretty tough. Kuro, look at this spot right here. He's just chilling. That's where the moss is growing from, Trent.
Yeah, I tell you. This is what he's
just lurking.
Oh, Necro now done
with the tree.
For MC. Weehaw TPing top. They want to fight. Aramis does not want to be here. He's trying to just farm up his Blink Dagger in the mid. I don't think they want to commit too hard for this as Viking GG.
Toby in the front line. In goes Miracle. Chains on 2. Viper Strike went somewhere, but in comes the Ignis. And this is a big fight. The double lockdown as Kuro overgrowths. 2 cores dead, and they want more. Viper on the run. Viking GG getting punished really hard right here as Boom gets finished off. Only supports remain, and maybe not for long. Solari being chased down, burned by the Ember, and K is busted right now. He has 200 gold, 2 bracers treads. Doesn't even have an item queued up because he knows he's not going to be able to buy anything. Speak of the devil. Disarm, some follow-up from the Viper. They are going to have to back out and reset. Weehaw taking some pretty big damage. Now the Rupture. Turns, looks to drain. Gets some damage onto Toby. But stunned and killed. All right, another big kill as Vikings smoke up. They want more. They find Miracle. There's the fissure.
Oh, he's too slow.
Not the right remnant, and they're going to find 2. A double for Shad, so right back the other way. Viking strike.
And that lead is starting to pull away. They need kills like this. This Miracle's heading in towards that Desolator. And in combination with the medallion picked up earlier from GH, you know that they're going to be farming, or killing that Roche very fast. And farming your heroes with low armor.
the key difference is they get that
NC is just ganking Aramis under the tower with his Necros.
Oh, I think he's killed him. He drops the Sonic Wave.
Dyer's
He's
Dagger
stuck.
still ticking down. He's stuck in the trees, nowhere to go.
Oh, and he missed.
I think he's still dead. No, you need one more.
What? Oh, wait,
Toby
why did you
gets
deny him?
I think
Oh, was he gonna die?
I don't know. It's hard to say. He needed one more damage source. I hesitate. I would have been pump faking that shit.
He didn't have enough. He didn't have enough mana for Echo and Fisher, so it would not have been worth him to leave.
Wouldn't have
Yeah,
been a
there we go.
turnaround, but
Yeah.
that was really close. I don't blame the DK.
Plus, you know, style points on denies, as always.
tower is under attack.
Well, he might have lived from the dot, and then Quap just clips him with a
Yeah.
trying to do anyway.
Well, counter smoke here from Nigma. They want to retrieve something back from this Bloodseeker, and bad time to be on the wave, my friend.
They find Shad, and they blow him up. Yeah, you're going to need a BKB there, buddy.
Yeah, Kuro is lurking. Blink a little bit faster, too. That doesn't hurt. As to
The way
cover
Kuro's
himself with a
been
ward
playing.
to make sure he can go back to the tree line.
The hammer feels fitting. Smoke up down bottom. They've got Boom in their sights. He is completely alone. It's a pretty deep movement and should end up being a pretty easy kill. Pugna. Oh, wow. Solari saves him with the Glimmer. They let it go. Miracle wants it, and he'll finish him off as he dives the base, able to make it out. Ignis comes down.
One more.
Very deep indeed, but Toby not tanky enough. It's going to end up being a twofer. Maybe even three. Solari does have that Glimmer. They are far in the base right now.
Yeah, Shad's coming. They're going to get the silence.
Miracle's
Oh,
in
too
some
deep?
trouble.
God, that's not so
Does
long.
not have a remnant.
Yeah, he's got decrep, though. He's saved.
Yeah, Weehaw, the healer. But there's the dunk. Miracle still low. Is going to have another remnant back up, though. Decrep again. He's good. The power of the Pugna.
Yeah. Hit that tower, Kuro.
Every time I see a Pugna game like this, I just want to queue him up. There's the hammer, burning down that tower. Shad now caught, brought down low. Decrep offensively. See you later. No buyback. This is rough for Viking. They are taking heavy losses here. They do get the kill on Miracle, and now maybe Nigma retreat. Guess they finally overcommitted.
Kuro's just going in to slow him down.
I don't know. Maybe they're going to turn. Weehaw draining down the DK. They get Aramis. Need to be a little cautious of this Viper. Nature's Grasp now. Toby jumps back out. Stun onto Weehaw. A precarious target. Might just retreat at this point.
Yeah, he already lost Miracle. He's done a lot of damage, but perhaps time to just start considering the Roche.
I guess they're going to keep slow sieging at this tower.
Continues to grow.
Now Viking smoke.
Radiant's top tower.
KB
is
on
under
Viper.
attack.
All right, this is a big timing.
They cannot have a lot of smokes left. The way they've just been chain smoking. The lungs are hurting.
I think that was it, man. That was the last one. You need a fresh pack. Shad still so far from the BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
They're probably worried about a Roshing.
Look at the positioning from Nigma, though. I think they've lifted this out pretty effectively.
Yeah, they're even sending in the Weehaw Pugna. They're taunting it too.
It's like Kuro had a stopwatch there. It's like, all right, guys, we're going to back up. They're going to smoke out and try to hunt. We're going to play defensive. I'm going to wait for their smoke
All
to
right, are
expire.
they gonna follow
We're
this?
going to smoke.
No, they didn't.
All right, that was an
panicking.
illusion.
No big spells.
Or the
Kuro's under a sentry.
Earthshaker's not with them.
They see Kuro. right?
Kuro. Ward goes down. A lot of pings. Does have the overgrowth. Is he going to go down before he can get it off? There it is. Overgrowth trying to throw down the hammer. Dies first, but Solari goes down also. Ignis has come down. And Mind Control got a solo kill on Aramis in the back line as we're watching this.
Yeah, and he tried to use Echo too.
Dad looking for the wraparound. He might have run a little too far ahead of his team. Now he's going to start taking a lot of damage. Pugna's stunned up, but a blinding light. Shad's just dead. That was a blunder.
Boom already BKB'd here too. They might stick on him.
Mind Control's back. He's mech'd up the team. Necro Book on. They're getting pretty close to just jumping on to Boom. I don't care. TP out. He's good. Okay. Another victory for Nigma, though.
Should be Roche time now, though, I would think. I've said that several times. They haven't gone for it, so who knows? But with the Echo Slam used, Tree to tank, Medallion and Deso, I'm surprised they haven't bothered. Haven't really felt the need, I suppose. They want to keep that chokehold of map control instead. And now, yeah, BKB for Weehaw. Wow. That is a scary Pugna. They just can't touch them.
I mean, the Blood Right and the Dragon Tail, I guess the Fissure as well. Those have been the three things stopping Weehaw from just getting free kills with this life drain. And now there is really no solution. Toby does survive, just barely. Takes the Glimmer Cape. He'll make it back. Jericho looking to finish it off. Won't find it. Instead, they get Kuro in the tree line. Oh, the decrep not enough.
Oh, another kill on a Kuro. Getting rid of their forward scout. His first 2 deaths of the game back to back here. As they're trying to keep that control they've established, but feeding a little bit of gold back towards Viking GG. Award will spot what GH is up to. They have this blink if they really want to go. But he's also under some vision here on the pillar.
Another ward's down. Shad comes in, drops the Rupture onto Pugna.
They want to go for this because he's got the BKB. They know it's not going to help.
Later, Weehaw doesn't get to use it.
Possibilities just closing for Viking GG.
Yep. Up top now. Jag get initiated on. Ignis comes down. That should lock him in place long enough for Weehaw to find a kill. Life Drain does it again.
Oh, at least they got the outpost.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Though, no man's land, no blink for 10. He's going to try to go for it here. It's going to be close and not going to happen. Bounty claimed. Meanwhile, down bottom, Miracle is just Mind Control has continued to be a nuisance.
Yeah, he's just kind of chilling down here.
Gives constant pressure on that tower, and the tier 3 is getting pretty low.
Not rushing into anything here. Aside of Nigma.
No.
Slow and steady. Kuro has had this Veil queued up for a long time, and I'm wondering if he's just going to buy Blink. He doesn't bother buying the components. Might just be thinking that the Blink will be a little bit better for helping to close and go high ground.
Courier has been killed.
Otherwise, it can be a little hard to make full use of the tree, but he fully commits. He just buys it straight up. So there you go.
Okay. Do like the Blink, though. Might be queued up next.
With Pugna Aghanims, though, that Veil's going to be kind of nice. He's kind of negating the corrosive, right?
Sure. Still 2 tier 2s remaining for Viking.
Oh, Aramis, that's a freebie. They got to take this kill. She's under a ward.
Oh, remember, has the Greaves, though.
Can't even get it.
Lotus comes out. Now they're going to turn. Aramis is definitely going to fall. Viper Strike onto Miracle. He'll be just fine.
They never dewarded that pillar, too.
This is where Kuro's like, yeah, damn, wish I had that blink now, but he might still close the gap. BKB comes out. Overgrowth connects on 2. Buyback from the Shaker. Now Nigma just retreat. They don't overcommit into the BKB Viper, and happy just to do that economic damage. Now 14k will be their favor.
And Nigma just, again, I like the fact that, because to me, it's just like, oh, it's like, you know, the Roche is so easy. You have all this stuff. But then when you think about the only way Viking get back in this game is some big 5-man wipe, and the best thing to create that is the Roche pit. So as easy as it has looked at certain times for them, they haven't had like this complete pure, you know, 3 or 4 heroes are dead, let's Roche for free guarantee. And that's why that buyback from Aramis is there too. Because now, again, they can't just go in the Roche pit. They don't want to give up this big lead that they have.
Yeah, absolutely. But it also speaks to Nigma's ability to play some disciplined Dota. So you know what? We've been pushing this bottom lane in. We are controlling more of the map. We're getting better exchanges in these trades. We don't have to 5-man and rush to end this. We can keep playing the War of Attrition, further our lead, and eventually high ground will be no issue.
I'll tell you, they're thoroughly enjoying that. His BKB is still just at 9 seconds for Weehaw. Has not seen a lot of use. Miracles is still at 10 seconds. They're not rushing into anything. Well, double scans up here. Everyone a little worried about the Roche pit. They both scan around it.
Mind Control is working on a BKB of his own. I think he's got it flying out right now. That's another 10-seconder. Schmolken. Nigma.
Run, Toby, run! Don't become a disaster!
Oh, blink into the tree line. Toby. What a fantastic escape.
Yeah,
Kuro drops the overgrowth. It was a good try.
Their smoke
It's,
just
second
popped
too
on
late.
Miracle.
Had the right idea. But Tober, one step ahead. He's a thinker, that Toby.
Tober.
Middle tower is under attack.
Observer. This is a great observer, by the way. Up top here by GH. Next to, whenever you're playing against Train Protector, this observer is really good. Because it scouts when he's going over to this side of the tree line. Because he always does it across this bridge. And you can't get there invis without the blink.
All right, Roshan, here we go. This is just Roche 1 at 35 minutes. I almost robotically said Aegis cheese, but alas, it is just an Aegis. Viking starting to move into the vicinity, but Roche just falls a little too quickly. Shad not going to get there in time. Bloodright comes out too late. Aegis in the hands of Miracle.
Oh, look at that creep, though. It lived. Kill that sentry creep. You can do it.
Oh, the battle.
Yes! Ah! What a
A
victory.
hill troll for the win. Oh, Toby. Oh, Toby. Well, he's going to be surrounded. Queen of Pain gives him the little brush before he falls.
You know, he
A
should
kind
really have more of
succubus.
the Toby voice lines and spam them. He's only at 222, though, so he doesn't have enough of them.
Toby's dedication to confusing the world that he's actually Toby is just not there.
No, he's not trying hard enough.
Toby, I'm calling you out. I want you to step up this meme.
Yeah, if he could, like, TP out and then use that, how close was that? I mean, come on. That'd be so good.
That is what these voice lines are made for, Toby.
Just you, Mr. Toby of Viking GG.
Toby.
So, Nigma, how's it going? You want to go high ground, maybe?
They're
Can
certainly
I
thinking about
introduce
it.
to you?
Top tower.
They've got 2 siege creeps mid, so this is the golden opportunity, Trent.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Too risky.
Shad now has the BKB. How many times have I called him Chad? I think at least a couple.
Have you?
Well, I'm not sure. I don't think I hear it. Toby again, mid lane. Need that BKB, Tober. You might not get it, though. Damn. Feels like a pinball.
I need a good pinball game in my life. I feel like I would really enjoy a pinball machine in my house.
Yeah?
Yeah. I think I'm going to start looking on Kijiji later. Get a secondhand pinball machine.
Do me a solid and record the conversation with the wifey about making a spend on that one.
Wow, dude, I have kids. Oh, yeah, kids will love it. Never allowed to touch it.
Genius. No, we'll educate them through pinball.
Ta-da. Look, the mechanics. We can put it together. We can build it.
Ah, that's a
Now
dad project
she's an
right there.
engineer. That'll get her.
Ah, all right. Now you're thinking, dude.
Pulling at the heartstrings. Don't you
Life is
want
just-
little Clifford to be an engineer?
Life is just one big negotiation, dude.
It's a big game. Much like this one, a 19,000 gold lead for Enigma. This is such a draining game to play when you're on the Radiant.
Yep.
This glimmer of hope, it's there, it's loftily in the clouds.
4%.
Aramis, everyone's
on Dota
awkwardly looking to you to win this game.
It does sort of feel like the tier 4 plus items are like when shit really changes, you know?
I kind of just wish they were tokens if we're going to keep this system. I at least let the players pick it.
All right.
I guess
Chuck.
some are just too good, though, is the problem.
That is part of the problem. Indeed. Shad up top. Sort of an awkward engagement. It supports on core. The Ignis locking him down, but now he BKBs. Kuro silence, but gets off the overgrowth. Whoa, that was a pretty nice dodge there. Manta style. Now the dunk comes in, connects on 2. They need these kills, though. They got to clean it up. Weeha's down. Mind control.
They got to get someone else.
Back. Oh, they're gonna lose Shad, and now Miracle's just cleaning house. Totally trying to get his ground. Actually gets the stun. That's the Aegis now. Viper has the damage.
I don't think they have anything left though. They don't even have a stun ready.
Uh-oh. On the run now. That's the Dragon Tail. Miracle locked down. They reflect back the Viper strike. Down comes the hammer,
my
but
God.
Miracle's dead. They're actually starting to turn something around here, Trent. Viking GG.
All of that because Kuro stayed. He didn't TP out versus the Bloodseeker. He just held his ground, right? And was waiting for the decrep to come through from Weehaw. I'm shocked. I can't believe they got him after the Aegis, even though when he respawned, there was no Dragon Tail. There was still 2 seconds left on it. Aramis
still ahead of the DK.
Kuro.
All right, there's a decrep.
Oh, man. That level 20 talent. The 150 AoE is a humongous Will-O-Wisp.
They still get Aramis.
That's worth. It's always worth to dump an ulti for the Earthshaker kill. He's like the most important hero on Viking GG right now.
At this stage, definitely.
He's the only way they can make comebacks.
That's a nice blinding light to push him back. Weehaw almost walked into the silence. Good sidestep. Ember Spirit now jumps forward. Chains on 2. No Guardians on Solera yet, but Toby jumps back in. Buyback comes from the Shade.
Oh, they've almost got Weehaw.
This Weehaw kill, and they've got it. Shad has the damage. Now pushing out for more. Shad going big. Miracle. BK.
It's gonna end.
Fires. Stunned. Does not get hit by the Blood Right, I don't think, but he's still stunned up long.
No, he
I
is.
think
He
they
is.
can find this kill.
Go.
Oh.
Do we have a game?
Okay.
They actually got more kills. Again,
I think so.
another buyback here having to be expended by the Earthshaker, but still. Now, mind you, this is where you get kind of excited, and then Aramis dies, and you realize that with no buyback, they're in trouble.
Yeah, still though, like a 20k lead, finding 2 core kills like that. Bissell Blade up next for Shad. And Viper, he's got that Scotty now.
Bring the GH, another kill. Oh, but
he just goes cruising on into it.
the flicker sent him right back into the... That was the worst possible flicker angle. It is a crazy impactful spell for how, like, not noticeable it is, too, when it happens, right? Like, when you get broken by Shadow Demon, like, oh, I'm broken. I am, you know... You just walk over a Nether Toxin and get silenced. You're just like, what is happening? Why is my hero not clicking spells? I definitely like the Aeon Disc purchase from Weehaw. With how into the one and done they are. Oh, they're going to find him.
Aramis sets it up. They've got all the follow-up. The chain stuns. Quap down. Can't even use the BKB.
This 5-man blob is too strong.
The flying
They're
V.
slowly
Trent,
chipping away this lead.
the flying V has returned. They have just been a 5-man pack for like the last 6 minutes or so. And it's honestly working. They're putting a big dent in this net worth lead.
I can't believe this.
Now Toby jumps in. They're in onto Weehaw. It's a good Ignis. BKB from Toby.
Viper's just going for the Will-O-Wisp, though. It was not able to focus for it. It didn't matter, though, because they popped the Aeon Disc either way, so it's not like Boom could have helped finish the...
Mind Control fought back, dude. That was a big win for Viking.
Yeah.
I don't think they really wanted to fight after seeing that buyback.
Still means they can't go Roche, though, as they send in the Necros just to ensure. All right, epic battle in the pit here. Seder, not doing so hot.
Oh.
Can he at least take him with you? Ah!
The last word. Okay, smoke now. Arcane Rune on Miracle.
Now,
though,
they're
about to
playing
fire.
as if they're smoking up here. That's what Nigma is predicting, I think. Because they're hoping that they're just not going to be here while they just take their buildings.
Bottom barracks under attack.
Base and backdoor protection is broken somehow. I don't know which creep wave it is. It must be mid.
There was one mid.
Toby comes in though. They get the stun onto Miracle. Hex back out onto the Viper. They will disengage. Nether ward goes down and melee barracks stay standing. Nigma not getting a huge amount out of that.
Bottom tower is
Ranged barracks, a little something. Small consolation prize though.
They did just burn a lot of TPs, though. So if they can do that again, get them right back in that same awkward position.
Yeah.
They need someone pushing up bottom further, though, because these waves are going to meet, like, down here.
Viking have weathered the storm though in terms of this Earthshaker buyback. It's only 2 minutes left. So
in
pretty
we
good
go.
Window.
And speaking of buybacks, remember, we still have MC as well. So there is at least one going on the other direction here.
Only 4 buybacks available right now. Enchantress, Dragon Knight, Ember, and Viper.
Dyer's turret.
Yeah, mostly Radiant favored as the Courier just flies into its death. Roche falling quick.
All
Blood right to cover.
Bird.
GH doesn't have the Will-O-Wisp for 15 seconds, but they're going to bail. They're trying to bait
Both
the
sides
illusionist
timid
cave
right now. It's working. Viking do back out. A basher picked up by the Ember.
They're trying real hard with this Bloodseeker bait.
BKB gets popped. Mind Control jumps in. Toby on the outside. Another split fight. Roche stays standing. Toby and Weehaw going at it. But meanwhile, the Ember Spirit trying
Weehaw's
to jump
bash.
in. Misses the catch there. Weehaw in big trouble. He's going to go down. He's dead first. Now back
boom.
to the other side. The BKB on Miracle. They've gotten Boom. But the dunk. Miracle in big trouble now.
got him.
Magic Immunity. It's a double for Toby. Meanwhile, in the pit, though, Mind Control just wants Roche. He's trying to finish off the big boy, and he gets it. He gets the Aegis, and they make it out.
Oh, Miracle had no TP, so even with the buyback, there were no remnants or TPs for him to get to. But still, yeah, Mind Control somehow saving that fight.
So it's an overall gold loss for Nigma with the buybacks. Viper and Miracle have to use them.
Now, upside, you know, it was the buyback hero of the Queen of Pain that got the Aegis. Downside, your Ember doesn't have it. And you saw Miracle was critting for like 1,000 on that Viper with the help of the orb of destruction.
Uh-oh, Toby jumps right in. They also get the catch on the Viper. These are potentially big kills here. Dive back.
He's got cheese.
Miracle cheeses up, but still he's slowed into oblivion. No way to get out.
2
That's
minutes?
2 minutes without Miracle. Viking might have broken this one wide open. Less than a 10K net worth lead now.
Can I believe now? Is it time? Are we
Let's see.
permitted?
Ask Dota Plus. It says 38% for the Radiant. They are
my
bringing
God.
it back.
It's a mountainous climb here. Mind Control keeping that pressure on the bottom lane. Has the Aegis, so maybe feels a little confident here. Has a big creep wave too with no one else here. This should be the melee
Creeps.
racks with no TPs, but they have glyph too, so.
I think if you're Viking, you let that go, right? You just stay true. Now they've got.
Don't be a boomer. Keep
Don't be a
pushing.
They're killing Kuro off to the side. Artemis and Toby have found him.
They're going for the
Landing a
win.
stunlock.
Or at least the trade of full lane here. MC's not heading back though. He's tanking the mid tower. He has an Aegis and a BKB. Now he's getting a little
That's
worried.
the buyback from Kuro though, and now Viking will head home. All right, we forced another buyback. More economic damage. Solari, sorry. Okay.
It's so hard to deal with this decrep when he has the spell prism, right? Like what is it right now? It's 4.8 second cooldown, and it lasts 5. I mean, he's infinite decrep.
He really does. That's nuts. Good thing they have the Enchantress. You're not wrong. All right, Nigma grouped up in enemy territory. Smoke expires. All 5 of Viking in the base. 53 minutes. Viper thinking about a moon shard.
Well, Nigma seemed to have been pretty correct in terms of never pushing the high ground like that once the... Well, maybe there was a window that could have been missed, but Viking GG obviously stronger in this matchup than the net worth was showing with that gargantuan lead. I've said the word gargantuan like 80 times this past. I'm sorry, guys. It just keeps happening. I can't control it. It's probably because I'm so gargantuanly garbage.
All right. Well,
they're smoking out, though. High ground. This is a refresher. Will-O-Wisp. Don't forget. But Miracle is not here. There's a remnant there, I think. Oh, there's someone.
Oh, Kuro drops the ult, tries to get out. Toby jumps in, but Ignis has come down. Kind of an awkward fight, but Aramis is the first target as Mind Control pops the BKB. A lot of little 1v1 skirmishes. Toby going to be safe. It's Miracle again that's on the run. All these slows. And now back to the other side. It's Weehaw that's getting chased down. Buyback from Aramis. And after all that, it's only a 1-for-1.
As the gem, he's flying up there looking for a ward. And they're going to let him go. Mid lane, MC. Aramis is here.
Oh. Stun. Follow up. Silence is there. MC, is he just going to get comboed again?
He did. He was hesitating. He's like, I really want to save my Echo. And there was the Abyssal anyway.
Full to 0, though. They do it again. Almost back to 0, buddy.
Another longer Roche here. We'll be back.
Feel good when you naturally have those heroes anyway.
Yeah.
But I have the DK in that scenario so many times, and I'll tell you, it is frustrating.
So it's the Agnums. That is probably better than Refresher here.
All right, so where's it going? Where's it going?
I don't know. Shaker got the BKB. He went for the Shadow Blade instead. How good is it for Bloodseeker this game? Well, who knows? We might not even get one because
Viper?
Toby's going to intercept the incoming.
Is it going to be Viper? I think that's pretty good.
I mean, with his positioning, it's going to have to be him.
The Viper strike goes through BKB. Don't forget, Aegis picked up by the Viper. They're going to go in and catch somebody low. It's going to be that Coddle. He's still sustaining for now. Curl getting ripped apart by the Bloodseeker. Shad hits hard. That's a buyback. Another one of these spread out fights. They do find Aramis. Looks like Miracle grabbed him on the back line. But now Mind Control jumps in. That's his BKB. It's a big Ignis. That finishes off Solari. A buyback there. Both teams dumping a lot of resources into this fight. Shaker does not have one, though. All of the ticks from this Ignis going off as Mind Control blinks back in. Shad does find Miracle. Hits him with a bash. BKB on. Boom. Ready to come back in. He has the Ags, but hasn't used it yet.
Oh, we also
Find another kill. That's the Pugna. Now Miracle getting low, but he's going to man up on the Viper. He finds the Aegis, but now Toby's back in. That's the end of Miracle. He'll buy back into the fray. Mind Control goes down. Everyone with a buyback is using it. Solari's already died back. That'll be the end of the Viper, and it is Nigma that overwhelmed them in this fight, but they had to burn more buybacks. DK does have the BKB now on the run. I think Toby is going to live here. Maybe. Pugna going to chase him down. Miracle finds him with the chains, and this is going to be the dead DK. Did just buy back, so we'll call it a dieback on the Dragon. Did Nigma actually just win this game, Trent?
I think so, but I thought that about 40 minutes ago, so I'm not going to cross anything off quite yet.
Look at that recap, dude. That was 6 buybacks, 7 buybacks with the Viper that just came out.
Miracle had 16 Sleight of Fists.
Okay.
4 chakras from our Coddle.
That's the mid lane of Barracks. Mega is on the way. There is a glyph. It's a 2v5. No Aegis. This Viper needs to make a god tier play. Parakeet trying to save the tier 4s.
They have a hidden cheese in the fountain as well.
I think just accepting that Megas are imminent. And Nigma, they want out. They want to end this. Repair kits working as hard as they can, but they're not strong enough against the Pugna. Now the Shaker's up, though. There is a dunk. There's the final glyph. Creeps get cleared out. The quiet before the storm.
Weon's just got to stay strong. He's the big healer. Keep the targets up.
Tanking the towers. Viper starting to repel the Queen of Pain. First tier 4 about to go down. Viking doing a good job buying time. They are starting to hold, but now that tier 4 falls, Bloodseeker in trouble. MC jumps back in, they kill Erebus. This time he's got the buyback. We need a dunk. That's the only hope here. Bloodseeker stunned up in the BKB. There's a dunk, but there's just no follow-up. They can't do it, Trent. There's no way. Nigma ripping through them right now, but starting to back up just a little bit. A buyback from the Bloodseeker did come through. Just a throne remaining. Viper has that cheese, but now hexed up, 4-staff back, eats it.
So that's Satanic.
Might still be able to regen up. It's a lot of damage. Does Satanic onto the creeps. Nigma still lingering around.
They're actually leaving.
Ancient. And Shad's gonna catch one. Maybe even more. Blood right. Does clip a silence onto the Ember Spirit.
So at least give them a window to try and get some neutral items.
I think they're going to stabilize here. Nigma positioning like they want to go back in onto Solari, and they will. Mind Control blinks forward. Lotus Orb, another Blood Right. Getting ridiculous here. Viking.
Miracle's almost level
Backs
30.
against the wall.
Boom has
closing
the
in on
rapier.
30
too.
Or Rapier queued up, I should.
Yeah, and well, speaking of rapier, Miracle has one.
All right.
So has the Sleight of Fist charges, has the Coddle. He's ready for the big damage. Oh, there's another one. Oh yeah, they're all coming out now, baby.
I mean, dude, this is crazy though. Look at the net worth. Viper is still way ahead of everyone else.
Look at that damage,
from
though.
The Ag Synth. come in onto the Viper. Does still have the BKB.
Oh, that hit.
Playing this so cautiously. BKB from Toby now. Nigma continuing to pressure. Sonic Wave.
It's over.
Finds Boom. Toby also goes down, and that's going to be the end.
The slices from Miracle are too much. He's
Yeah.
just abyssling and hitting them for the big, huge crits.
GG. Yeah, Bloodseeker's Rapier, not nearly as scary as the Ember Spirit. There's some heroes that are just S tier when it comes to Rapier, and Miracle happened to be playing.
Look at the win
that
probability. It went to 50-50 and spiked right back down.